let's say that, for instance, that we're thinking about how somebody um, interacts with us, okay? Like a significant other, for instance, okay? And
Okay.
so we see that significant other, they're supposed to behave in this way, okay? And we know whatever this way means, okay? I'm not going to go through all the shenanigans of trying to define this way,
Hmm.
all right? You can, everybody can do that for themselves. Whatever your way is works. Okay. So, here we are, and we're saying, okay, we're going to do this. Okay. And so we're not going to look at what's beautiful about that person. We're going to look at why it is that person deserves our ire and our wrath. Ugh,
Mm.
we are wronged and they didn't do, and we feel bad because they didn't do, and we knew that they weren't ever going to. And see what? They're just one of those. Those are. Okay. And so we pretty much cut off our nose to spite our face because we don't see the beauty in that person and we're not controlling a damn thing. We're not even controlling ourselves.
Because we're letting the belief run us.
How about those apples? See, that's kind of a bad thing, right?
Well, wait.
Okay.
It wouldn't. It would be a disadvantageous thing because we're trying not to think about bad, right?
Right. We don't think about it as a dichotomy, I think, kid. I think what we do is we think about it from the standpoint of saying, all right, here's this thing that's happening, and it's like it's not what we think it is. No, if we're thinking that if we have this fit and fall in it, that we're going to control people, and we don't. I saw a lady here not too awful long ago. She walked in the house here, and she told me how much she cared about me out on the patio, and then walked in, sat down in the living room, and began to chew my ass because she didn't like how I kept my agreements. Okay, turns out that I expected that if she wanted me to honor her agreement, that she'd have to put some money where her mouth was, kind of like business. She didn't much care for that. She wanted me to believe her because she said so. Well, that doesn't prove anything, huh?
Because how would you know how you know if someone just says something?
Well, how can you trust that? See, it isn't a matter that whether or not she's trustworthy. It's a matter that she didn't do anything to guarantee the trust. Did you
Hmm.
get that?
I think so.
Okay, explain me to it, please.
It sounds like what you're saying is that I'm just thinking this through.
Yeah, I saw that. There's smoke coming up over around your ears and everything. So yeah, oh yeah.
Well, if someone were actually paying attention to the folly of
Yeah.
their of what they of their beliefs and their beliefs in real. If someone were paying
Uh-huh.
attention to that folly, then they would be
Yes.
paying attention to how they would be paying attention to the energy that's being released by when they're making things real, and that would be the money, right? Am I getting this? I feel like I'm a little
Well,
inaccurate.
not necessarily, kid. What are they making real? I mean, you make things real that aren't money.
Right, like my kid. That was something that we made real.
Well, like a car, like an argument.
Okay.
See, all of those are possibilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what do you make real when you say that person is just? They're just one of those. What does that do?
It's limiting them.
No, it doesn't. It limits you.
Oh.
Who are you telling that to? Them or to you?
Oh.
See, if
Okay.
you ask them if they were just, they're not gonna say, well, yeah, I'm just that. I'm just this one little slice of pie. That's all I am. And somebody licked all the goodie off the top. So all left is I'm a piece of crust. No wonder you don't like me. Okay, see, no, if you ask somebody, nobody's going to give you that answer. And
Mm-hmm.
if they do, they have some real self-worth issues that we need to work on with them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they need to develop their self-confidence just a little bit more. Okay, so see, I just don't see I don't see people saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you're saying that thing to you. You're convincing you that that's what's true. Because it's easier to convince you that that's true than it's easy to convince you that they're okay and they're following what their programming is. And they can be trusted therefore to follow their programming. Now, is that the only programming that they have? No, 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 no. They got all kinds of programming. And they're not going to be just that one thing. They're going to be all of it at the same time. So it behooves us to take the time to listen to what they're saying. Really.